Control key, skip, alt text, skip, I mean, this is just a demo. I don't know how much I'll have to do here. Also, I'm not using the new headset that you'll eventually hear in the Skyrim videos when I get to that episode. Because I'm still working out the bugs with that. So I'm just going to be using my ghetto one from the summer. UI language, English, of course. Skip voice after click? No. Because I accidentally click sometimes in visual novels. Sound settings. Chest bounciness? We'll put it down. Effects on. Master. No. Turn down sound effects. Turn down background music. Voice. Perfectly fine. Voice settings.
NekoPara! ボリュームはNekoPara, NekoPara, 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 NekoPara.
I wonder what the name of the game is, huh?
いらっしゃいませ。
Alright, that seems good. I'm just gonna check to make sure that resizing the window didn't screw up the recording, so one sec. Okay, that's fine. I will be turning down sound effects a bit, because it did seem a bit too loud. Okay, so I'm going to be playing this, just the demo, because that's all that's out so far. It just came out yesterday, in fact. Ouch. Ouch. Just because, well, the main artist in this, Sayori, which, by the way, this is listed as an indie game. This can't be an indie game. Sayori works for Aj. She's the artist. She's one of the artists who works for Aj, my favorite Japanese company ever. Which is incidentally why I'm getting this game, only because she does the artwork for it. And by the way, Sayori is a hentai artist, and these two characters have appeared. These two front characters have appeared in some of her works before. So it's kind of strange to me that this then is not a hentai game. At least apparently it's not, but it's on Steam, so how can it be? Anyway, I guess we'll start it. But yeah, Sayori has done artwork for the Kimita series, some of the later Muv-Luv titles. So it's nice to see her actually doing stuff. But yeah, NekoWorks is her branch-off company. And also, the translators, the people who are translating this, Sekai Project. They're the same people who translated School Days into English and got official rights by Overflow to do that. So I guess they've become sort of a real company now. Phew, most of the boxes should have arrived then. As the moving truck disappears from view, I wipe the sweat from my forehead with my arm. I won't read the thoughts, I'll just read the out loud stuff. Well, it's a good day for a new start. Maybe I should. No, never mind. La. Nod to the name of the shop someone I admired. Now that I'm on my own, I'll have to do my best. I softly murmured to myself. Okay, I'll read everything. From here on out, no one would tell me what to do. Despite the name of my family and everything that has happened up until now, I was going to start completely anew. I alone would decide my path and take responsibility for what I do. I have no idea what the story of this game is. I didn't read the little blurb that was on Steam. In exchange for that freedom, I can't blame anyone else for what happens. Yet! Though I was a bit worried, the thought of what lay ahead of me made me break into a smile. Alright. In any case, I better get all these things cleared up. I took a deep breath. That got my spirits back up. I took a step into the new-smelling bakery. New-smelling? Okay, I thought for a second it glitched. What's with this big box? But how does it taste? Well, the book says it tastes pretty good. In front of me was this large box I didn't recognize. In fact, there were two. Fragile, Precisely so. Absolutely this side up. If you throw it, then your company is in trouble. The warnings were going overboard. They were getting annoying. Even if these are baking supplies, I don't remember buying anything quite like this. So, I take it this guy had just bought a new shop. First off, they were boxes that looked like they came from my house. If these are for the bakery, there's no way I wouldn't remember buying them. There were no tags on from the moving company either. And there were those warning labels. Well, I'll know for sure once I open the... They have holes for breathing. They have... Well, hold on. Save. Alright, what's that? Huh? Nothing. Apparently it's nothing. What's this? Okay, that's what right click does. That's clearly not a cat. Just a cat, huh? It's an annoying cat. First of all, cats don't go,
よかった。ごまかせたみたい。
Not if you say it.
危ない危ない。気をつけないと。
I better be meow careful? More careful? Seriously? Okay. Like that would fool me! Where is he? What are you doing? Wait, he knows them? Oh, so there's a backstory to this.
お久しぶりですね。
Wait a second.
ご主人様。
Are we playing as the male character from the old comics that Sayori did? So so all of that is canon. So all of the hentai stories that Sayori made years ago, that's all canon? So this is a continuation of that story, and there's no porn in this? Okay. We just saw each other at home yesterday, you know.
まあ、それはそうなんですけど。あ、それよりちょっと聞いてください。ショコラのこと運ぶときにですね。この段ボール重いから気をつけろよとか言って、思わずふしゃーって泣きそうになっちゃいました。ふしゃーって一生懸命に我慢しましたけど、ショコラはプンプンですよ。プンプン。
Well, compared to the Mestra things, you are heavy. It was in front of her. Oh, I guess that's how you describe chocolate. I'm gonna call her chocolate. I'm not gonna call her chocolat. While I was getting ready to move, I did wonder why I didn't see you. Is that really how the Japanese sneeze? Hikachi? Like handkerchief? I mean, sneezing isn't like a sound that's dependent on language. That's just how... never mind. The inside of the mo? Why is Vanilla here too? This is something I've noticed, especially with Sayori's stuff. Why is it that characters that look like this are always like a robotic personality? I mean, there's Yashiro Kasumi, there's Yuki Nagato. They all have that robotic. I mean, Nagato is a robot, but still, you get what I mean. It's the It's like a, I don't know, a motif of these characters. Well, well, at least I think you're human. They have tails and ears. I think these characters have two pairs of ears: the cat ears and the human ears. I'm not exactly sure what they're supposed to be. Like those creatures from Final Fantasy 11 and 14. In any case, I'll get out of there. Yeah, I missed that line. Whatever. Now, oh wait. No one is picking up the phone at this hour. What hour? It's midday. What is Shigure doing? I hung up after trying to call my little sister. His little sister's name is Shigure? That's not a very feminine name. There was no way that chocolate and vanilla could have gotten... There's no way that chocolate and vanille could have gotten mixed up in the rest of the boxes in the first place, or with the rest of the boxes. On the outside... I don't want to say that. I just want to say cat. Cat look just like humans. Cause I'm not fucking saying transcribed words. Translate it. Don't fucking transcribe it. I hate it when people do that. They can understand words and talk just like humans. So they're like Meowth from Pokemon. However, Neko are just like regular cats. Except they're not because you fuck them. They have ears and tails just like cats. We have ears. And we have tail bones. Genetically modified humanoid cats are commonly referred to as Neko. They're genetically... This has been a government-sanctioned thing? Okay. These days, as partners of humans and members of the family, like pets, this is like slavery. So is this like Data from Star Trek? Or no, not Data, but more like the Doctor from Star Trek. How he couldn't get that novel that the holo novel he'd written out because he wasn't considered human. Which he's not. He's a hologram, so he shouldn't have any rights, but still. My little sister really dotes on them. Chocolate and vanilla are two of our house's 6. Oh, that's what the others were on the cover. I don't remember the other. The others didn't appear in any of the comics, as far as I've seen. Yeah, I've read the comics. They're actually really well done. The artwork, Sayori's artwork is fantastic. In any case, they couldn't have just sent themselves through the mail. Sending living things through the post would be a bad idea, for one thing. There's no way my parents would have helped with this. There's no way your parents would allow you to have something like that. That's all I could figure was this was somehow Shigure's doing. Also, there's no way that you'd want something like that around your parents. I see. So Shigure was an accomplice then. Isn't this his bakery? Not his home? Meow, Mew, new bedding and furniture.
思ってたより広い。ご主人の解消バッチリ。バニラ、あっちの部屋行ってみよう。探検。位置的におそらく寝室。きっとご主人の新しいベッドがあるはず。いやー、それは聞き逃せないね。もふもふしに行こう。もふもふ。
If you take out the fact they look like human girls, I guess that is a cat-like thing to do. Man, I miss my cat.
もふもふ了解。私もそれはい
See?
いと思う。
Robot.
そうと決まれば、レッツゴー。
Don't get out of control. You'll hurt yourselves.
はーい。はーい。
Not a shred of malice and consideration. The two of them disappeared. Well, the bakery did have living quarters on the second floor. Oh, right. So I wasn't worried about them causing a ruckus around here. Of course, they weren't young cats anymore either. So I shouldn't have to worry about them getting out of control. Really? Really? Doesn't matter how old a cat is, they'll always get into trouble. Well, besides that. Besides that. To have been addressed from my phone's address book. Minaduki? You know, when I see this, I automatically assume it's Zoo, because for some reason, when transcribing into English, a lot of Japanese companies, and I'm assuming this is the Japanese companies doing, not Sekai Project, but they put Zoo as Do, like Kozuki Yuko from Akane Maniacs and Muv-Luv. On Aj's main website, they spell her name Koduki Yuko, which sounds stupid, by the way, but... And I'm assuming this is Minazuki residence. So that's the way I'll pronounce it. Well, I already left Shigure a message, so she should call me back later. Without pressing the call button, I put my cell phone in my pocket. First off, I did move without saying anything, so to call back on the same day would seem a bit stupid. Well, it wasn't an issue I needed to bring up right at this moment. I would hear from Shigure right away anyhow.
ご主人様のお布団、もふもふ完了であります。
Finished?
新しいお布団、すごくふかふか。合格点。
You know, this reminds me of the way they move. It kind of reminds me of that that software that was released like a year or two back. that essentially does this. You draw certain poses and you can tell it how to move. So it essentially turns 2D objects into movable stuff. And that's kind of what this looks like. That might have been what they used. However, based on the way the characters would move around, like I saw a screenshot with on Steam. It was the only screenshot I saw, but it was the thing where they're peeking out of the side and it says stare down at the bottom. I would guess that perhaps they're using at least a variation of Aj's AGES system, which is what the Kimeida series games after Akane Maniacs use. And it feels like you're watching a movie, really. Like, it's very well done. Good work, you two. Got cat hair all over my bed. Hey, the hair on both your heads is all messed up now. Oh, yeah. Hey, the hair on your head, both your heads is all messed up now. Sheesh.
ご主人様のなでなで大好き。気持ちいいです。苦しゅうない。もっと。
This is so creepy. I mean, yeah, if they're cats, they would like that. But I can't get over the fact they look like people. I can't do this. Their hair always smooth, felt nice. Now then, why were you two hiding among the shipping boxes?
ご主人様が連れてってくれないって。ショコラが行くって言うからノリで。
Had no choice. Tagged along. You two. Wanna? Well, I figured that that had to be the reason, but anyhow, I got my thinking back in order and looked at the two of them again. I like her eyes. That's cool. The orange with the black hair. And the light crystal blue with the white. It's a nice character design. Sayori's done a great job with the character design. Of course, these characters have been around for years now, but... Listen up, okay? I've told you before, this isn't a vacation or a picnic. I moved out because I have no intention of going back there. I can't do that with my throat. If you were at home, there wouldn't be any problems to deal with. Shigure and the other Neko are there too. It would be better if you two... They're hungry.
違うんです。これはお腹が反抗期なだけなんです。だから違うんです。本当に。
That's not how a cat would react. A cat would go up to you and like hit you in the leg and be meow, meow, meow. And it would not stop until you fed it. That's how a cat would act. They wouldn't be all like standoffish and well, they would be, but they wouldn't be all embarrassed about it. They would wake you up if you're sleeping. They would get in front of what you're doing. They'd sit down on your computer and they'd be like, they'd look at you with this scornful look, and then they'd meow like the assholes they are, and they'd say, "Feed me."
朝早かったせいで朝ごはん食べ損なったから仕方ない。
A cat would never sacrifice food for love.
それにショコラはお腹の音も可愛い。
While listening to those silly excuses, I made a sideways glance at the clock and saw it was already past 1 o'clock. It's almost 8 in the morning for me. Now that I thought about it, I haven't eaten anything since this morning either. Well, why don't we have lunch first then?
はい、ご飯。ご主人様大好き。
Can they eat human food? You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of that that old comic Chobits, whatever it was called, about the robot. Like it's a robotic computer that's made to look like a girl or a guy. I think they have male ones as well in that series. I think specifically for lewd reasons. But either way, I never ended up finishing. I should actually go back and finish that. I mean, I started reading that, what, 2002, 2003? That was a long time ago. And I haven't finished it. Or whenever it came out. It might have come out later than that, but... Yeah, I should probably finish Chobits, because I remember where I left off, but... These two really took things easy. Cat paradise. Oh, para. Short para, whatever. Short for paradise. Wait, whoa. I missed those. I'll have to read them on the recording. I wonder how long this demo goes for. I still think the Chinese have the closest onomatopoeia for the sound a cat makes. Meow. That's definitely the closest. They don't say meow, they don't say nya. They say meow. I wouldn't take my cat outdoor at all. Or outdoors at all. This guy's... I mean, I know they're people, but... people cats, but still... They're chimera. But still... I wouldn't let my cat outside. And why don't they have leashes on? I know this is sounding weird since they look like people, but they should have leashes on at least. And cat leashes, like the full front, like torso leashes. Because cats are fucking escape artists. They're like octopi. Will these two ever, like, get into a cat fight? Or a, like, I don't know, a hiss-off? Are we gonna have any, pre-drawn scenes? CG scenes? It'll bother the people around us, so try not to get too carried away. Refrigerator was empty, so we headed to the nearby shopping district to buy groceries. That's pretty much how I do my shopping as well. Am I out of food? No? No need to go shopping. From fashionable brand shops to supermarkets, there was also a drugstore with daily necessities among the lines of stores. If you come here, we have just about everything. Tits. I will slam my penis in a car door if I cannot provide you. That was a real estate office advertise. Wait, don't you two always go shopping with Shigure?
しぐれちゃんとご主人様じゃ全然違うんです。ご主人はほんとご主人たる自覚がなくて困る。ショコラが不憫。
I think the best part about this game, and the prequel comics that came out way back when, are that they were written by a woman. Sayori is a female. So, the fact that she's... I mean, this is clearly her own fetish, but, still, it's just interesting to me. Because I find this creepy. Like, to me, this is not very sexy. This is distressing, but entertaining at the same time. Like, it's really uncomfortable for me to play this. But I'm still going to, just because Sayori. I'm gonna be loyal to Sayori. Never mind then. Anyhow, keep it down when we go into the store. You're taking your cats into a store. I parted from the two of them? A cat would know what shampoo is? I guess... I fucking love how clean this art style is. How bright and clean it is. Goodness. It's cool looking. And I love this style of shading where they have the darker color and then the lighter color underneath it. I don't know how they do that. Like, I've looked into that type of stuff, but I've never actually found a person draw that style, like in a time lapse or whatever. So I'm still curious as to how they do that. I don't have a use for that? Well, what if you could use it? Or they could use it, because they have human hair.
ご主人はひどい人だね。
Cats are mean too. Don't just toss that in the basket all nonchalantly while you say that.
ガードが硬い。
Only two of them can sneak stuff in. I couldn't let my guard down. They tried to grab another basket before the basket back at the supermarket too. I was aware that it was a dreadful idea to have them come along. Then why did you?
ごめんなさい、ご主人様。久しぶりのご主人様とのお買い物でテンション上がっちゃって。猫は素直だから仕方ないね。
Really? 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 That's probably going to be a plot point later on that they're not.
ご主人も素直になればいいのに。さ。
It has nothing to do with being honest. And again, don't drop the shampoo in the basket like that. Put it back.
保証です。お願いします、ご主人様。何とぞショコラたちのシャンプーを買ってください。シャンプーもない家に帰るのは悲しい。猫的に油髪は気持ち悪い。
Cats bathe themselves.
あの猫ちゃんたち、シャンプーもろくに買ってもらえないのかしら。かわいそうに。
What?
猫虐待で通報した方がいいんじゃないのかしら、あれ。
Don't put on an act to confuse the customers around us. Seriously. We only just moved here. And already there were painful looks directed toward us. Yeah.
ご主人様とのお出かけは楽しいです。思わずニャンニャン言いたくなっちゃいますね。ニャンニャン。
Do they purr?
私たちのものは何も買ってくれなかったけど。
If he's living on his own, he has to take care of his own money. I'm not a cheapskate. Besides, I nearly got reported. After that, it was the same thing at the supermarket. It was awkward enough that I don't think I can shop here for a while. I guess you could say that that was a cute side of them. They're smelling the food stand.
あっちからすごくいい匂いがする。
I thought they were about to say, Master, you smell absolutely terrible.
本当だ。すごく香ばしくていい匂いがします、ご主人様。
That's true. What is that smell? I like making this character more sarcastic and asshole-ish.
いらっしゃいませ。
Stand food cat.
美味しい出来たてのたこ焼きいかがですか？
So these things are now the slaves of our world. They are robots, I suppose, or animals. Are they? I don't know.
熱々で鰹節たっぷりのたこ焼きいかがですか？あ、猫のたこ焼き屋さんだ。珍しいですね。
Okay, so it's
ご
rare.
主人様。本当だ。
Suppose.
小さい子猫ちゃん、かわいい。
These two aren't considered young. It's creepy how their eyes have slits. I know they're cats, but see, I wonder if their eyes dilate to as large as cats do when they're in the dark. It was Neko younger than chocolate and vanilla. She waved her small hands as she politely drew customers in. In human terms, she looked like she was about 12 to 13 years old. For cat years, she was about 6 months old. The young Neko looked our way and came toward us. So they can... Wait a second. In 6 months, their brains are capable of doing a lot of the things that humans take years to do? Are these things like genetically engineered superpower things? Like, are these things con?
猫のお姉ちゃんだ。私と一緒だね。にゃんにゃん。一緒だね。にゃんにゃん。
Real cats would start hissing at each other.
喉ゴロゴロしてあげちゃおう。ゴロゴロ。
They would not be so friendly.
子猫は無邪気で超かわいい。半端ない。
I remember when I got my cat Kiko. I got her when she was, what was she? Like 2 weeks old, maybe. And I already had another cat, Angel, at the time, who I still have. Kiko unfortunately passed away. I have a blood clot, which was weird. But anyway, we would put Kiko in a cage, a large cage, so that she could have some room and stuff, but so she wasn't like in Angel's path, because Angel didn't like her at the beginning. Angel would actually sit on top of Kiko's cage, stare down at her, and growl, while Kiko would just play and ignore her and occasionally look up and then go back to playing. Oh my gosh. Thank goodness it didn't scar her for life.
私はなでなでしてあげちゃう。なでなで。
I like the way she moves when they move.
すみません、うちの猫が。あの猫ちゃんたちの飼い主さん？
Our food stand greeted us. We. Oh, to be more exact, my little sisters are owners. Really?
すごく可愛くてお利口な猫ちゃんたちだね。
Yeah, smarter than humans, strangely enough.
愛想もいいし、言葉もしっかりしてるし、うちのはまだ7ヶ月なんだけどね。もうちょっとしたら、あんな風にちゃんとしてくれるのかな。
Maybe get it some clothes that don't look like it came off the street. I don't know. The food stand owner had a wry smile on her face, like she was talking about a mischievous child of hers. She's probably a person who's never been married, didn't have a kid, didn't want to adopt, and was alone for most of her life and was sad, so she wanted to have one. It's like people who adopt dogs as children. I could see that in this case. Some things couldn't help since young Neko was so cute. Mine were originally found in the wild, so I don't actually know how old they are. The veterinarian said they were twins, and were about 9 months old. My little sister is really something of an educator. Wait. Oh, right. Back then they were really noisy, but it was all worth it.
しぐれちゃんがちゃんとお勉強教えてくれたんです。
So they're strays.
いい子になれるようにって。
So were they strays in the original comics? Because I don't remember that. Also, I don't remember his sister Shigure in the original comics, if we are playing as the guy from those comics.
しぐれ、厳しい。でも、おかげさまでいろいろ
Again,
と
it's been a
覚
long
えた。
time since I read them.
そうなんだ。いいご主人様なのね。
あ、でもご主人様はご主人様なんです。しぐれちゃんはしぐれちゃんですから。ね、ご主人様。
Why?
通訳すると、しぐれは大事な友達。ご主人って呼ぶのは、こっちのご主人だけってことで。
I guess you could call Shigure Mastet.
愛されてるんだね、ご主人様は。
I don't know why. Well, I am grateful. I was embarrassed, or I smile. Hearing things in public sure were embarrassing.
子猫ちゃん、ちょっと上向いてごらん。上？ほう？好きあり。ゴロゴロゴロ。ゴロゴロゴロ。
うちの子ももともと野良だったんだよね。今日みたいにたこ焼き売ってたらお腹空かせて寄ってきてさ、そのまま拾って今じゃ自分の娘みたいなもんに
Did
な
you
って
take her in
さ、
for shots? Because, you know.
店まで手伝ってくれるようになってね。
Do they use a toilet or a litter box?
人型猫が流行したこともあったけど、
How are they legal?
普通の猫の何倍も飼うのが大変だからね。
No! Seemed tingled with blame and worry. You have to buy them clothing! She conveyed that with a sigh. It'd be easier just to have Khajiits. Not long ago, there was a humanoid cat who walked through a fairly run-of-the-mill street. You could see that she was raised by someone who really cared of her. On the other hand, that led to a decrease in the number of less fortunate humanoid cats. Less fortunate. What's the situation in this world? Which should have made the owner of humanoid cats happy.
責任感のない連中ばっかりで嫌気もさすけど、
It's like when people adopt animals that they have no idea how to take care of.
でもそいつらのおかげで可愛い娘に会えたのかなって思うと何とも言えないけどね。
I suppose that makes sense. That is true. I guess I suppose. That's what certainly come to those who they were destined to be with. Maybe. I smiled at such an uncharacteristic thought for me.
あ、そうだった。お姉ちゃんたち、たこ焼きはいかがですか？熱々で大きいたこが入ってて、すっごく美味しいですよ。
Cats and octopi don't go together well, if I remember right.
すっごく美味しいたこ焼き。あう。でもこれから帰ってご飯だから。うん。ご主
Wait,
人が作って
they still haven't
くれる
eaten
から。
lunch? What time is it? Look at the sky. It's already twilight. Jeez. I mean, What, are they on the top of the planet somewhere where it gets dark, like here in Newcastle, where it gets dark at like 3 in the afternoon in winter? I rub their heads from behind. Okay, 3 orders of takoyaki. Can you do that for me?
たこ焼き3つ
Yep, for me, chocolate and vanilla. Could you do that for me?
はいたこ焼き3つですねご主人様オーダーですたこ焼き3
Did she just teleport through Chocolate's tail and hair?
つご主人
By the time we get home, it's still gonna take some time to make food after all. Besides, I was thinking about trying the takoyaki here too.
はいそこらももうお腹が切なくグーグー泣いてましたすごく嬉しいですご主人かっこいいしぐれがいつもツンデレ実刑はいいものですと言ってるだけのことある
I can't. This is so awkward for me to play. Wait a minute, what does that mean?
はいはいじゃあこっちにあるメニュー好きなトッピングと味選んでねうちの猫が遊んでもらった分サービスさせてもらっちゃうよ
はいありがとうございますショコラはマヨネーズかかってるのが好きですありがたくいただきますペコリ私は明太子チーズがいい
I guess now I know the Japanese word for bow, but I don't know why she said it. My question was completely ignored. If I think too hard about it, I guess I could come out the loser, huh? I wondered about that. As I looked at chocolate and vanilla happily waiting for the takoyaki in front of the foods. Oh, it really bugs me how, I wondered about that. There's no period. As I looked, jeez, just do complete sentences. Meow, meow, meow,
ネコパラ
meow, meow. Where is he? La. This is a nice place. A really nice place. I still can't get hold of her. Were there guests over today? I checked the clock. It was past 10 o'clock already. Afterwards, I tried calling Shigure several times but couldn't get through to her. And just like that, time slipped away from me. I've never gone this long without hearing from Shigure. I didn't really understand my family's schedule at all.
ご主人様ご主人
To the right, to the left.
様久しぶりに一緒にお風呂入りましょうお背中流してあげますから私たちの発育が良くなってからお風呂入れてくれなくなった
Nope, that's it. I'm done. I'm done. No more. That's it. I can't. Oh my gosh. I don't even know where to start with this. Oh my gosh, where do I start with this? I have so many questions that just popped up. One, so he was an adult, or not an adult, but I guess just an young adult who was taking baths with non-family member children who look like humans, even though they're not, but still they look like them. And that was fine until they reached cat puberty, which is a disgusting concept, just even to say it. And the cats are self-conscious enough in order to call him a pervert for not looking at them naked when they've developed. I know this is written by a hentai author, but still, I can't just let this go. Oh my gosh. And of course, they throw in this. You haven't grown that much. What are you talking about? Yeah, seriously. What did he say? She didn't. But she did. In the comic, she didn't at all. In the comic, she did. So I.
ショコラとバニラはもう立派なレディー猫だってしぐれちゃんが言ってましたし。その発言がセクハラ。猫の尊厳を踏みにじってる。
How do they know what sexual harassment is? Why do they know what sexual harassment is?
それにショコラは今くらいがアイデンティティ。
What? Vanilla, you're changing the subject. In any case, I'll pass. You two need to get ready to go home.
にゃ帰る支度。
Turns out they were kicked out for killing the other cats.
ショコラの家はご主人様のお家ですけども。ショコラの隣が私の居場所だし、あとご主人かっこいい。
Cool.
なんか妙に男前に見えてきた。
Wait! So they know what sexual harassment is, they call him a pervert, and she calls him handsome. I can't... I need to take a shower after this. Add an ellipses for me. The two of you can stop feigning ignorance. Cut that out. The two of them were about to distract me again when they looked in my direction. Since Shigure isn't picking you, I'll take you two home. So get ready to go home. Turn away and look downward. Returning home on the same day I moved out. Seems so stupid of idea that I hesitated a bit. Sometimes I look and continue. Listen up. My bakery is going to start up soon, and who knows what will happen after that. I don't want your cat hair in my food. Like, seriously. Do you know how long your hair is? I mean, if that cat hair gets in there, it could choke someone. With no one to rely on, I don't know what will happen. With all that going on, I don't know if I can take care of you two. Get it? I mean, it's already going to be difficult enough just looking after myself. It was a quiet voice I could barely hear. With her head down, Chocolate said something. What'd you say? Came closer and asked her to repeat yourself. This is also a cliche that comes up in anime a lot. Not a fan of it. Either way. So she hates me, but she wants to stay. Stockholm Syndrome. Hey, wait, Chocolate!
私もタットのごとく、いや、脱猫のごとく離脱。
Tactical withdrawal. Wait, stop. Vanilla, why are you running away too?
ほらほら、ご主人様。
Come on, Cole.
こっちですよ。ショコラはこちらにございます。
It's dangerous. Stop running around. If you fall, you'll get hurt.
猫にそんな心配はご不要。人型でも猫は猫。さささ。
Really, 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 really. Cats are cats? Really? Maybe so for Chocolate, but aren't you bad with physical activity? Come here, I'll got you. I'll got you?
ご主人様のエッチ、どこ触ってるんですか？
No. I'm not okay with this.
ご主人、ショコラの胸
What?
もろ触ってる。もうわしづかみ。
What? Bear? I'm not okay with this. I'm not. It's because you two are running around.
スキありです。
Stop it. Are you still gonna run? Crap. I got you, Vanilla.
ちょこちょこちょこちょこちょ。
Stop, really. I'm not gonna.
ナイスアシストショコラ。ささ。
Like I said, stop running! Listen to a word I said as they continued to mess with me. And that's how the first night went. And the Lord saw it and said it was good. Oh, that's cute. I love the bows. That's adorable. And by the way, those bows did appear in the old hentai comics. In any case, I'll let you stay tonight, but I don't have guest beds or futons, okay? Just have them sleep on the foot of your bed. They're cats, aren't they? Oh, they're kind of large, though. They're lions. Everyone else should be asleep by now. Wait. Even if I took them home now, everyone was sure to be asleep by now. That's such bad translation. Come on, Sekai Project. You know you can't end both of them in now. It's just not how you do it. Also, no, it's not the same. I thought that was the same, never mind. Call me back didn't happen. So tomorrow I decided I'd take them home with my... It's only 8:20 in the morning. I'm already tired. Of course. Clearly you're the one who has a problem, you sexual deviant. Cleverly, they even brought pajamas. Just how much planning went into their devious actions anyway? I see. If you do that, then where will I sleep? Getting this far in what sense? I can't. I'll play this whole game when it comes out. I just... why is the first... If this was a hentai game and I knew that going in, I wouldn't be as creeped out. I'd still be creeped out, but I wouldn't be as creeped out because I know it was there just for the sake of porn. But this isn't. And that... I... Can make a chocolate sandwich. An Oreo. Don't get ahead of yourself. A single bed for 3 people is too crowded. No, it's not. Whoa, 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 what? No, stop it. But you're too big. Also, our bones don't work like cats do. Asking for luxuries. It's like in Tomodachi Life, when you feed them something they hate, they sink into the floor. Watch the 2 of them lie down and curl up. That's way too pitiful a sight to be called praiseworthy. They can sleep in a box. Something only certain types of people would say. Where do these cats get this information from? Seriously, where do they get this information? Do they surf the internet? Also, that's something that I've wondered. Why is it in Japanese media, when a character wants to find porn, they get magazines, as opposed to, I don't know, the internet? Like, I never understood that, like, every time, that always confuses me. Chocolate isn't good with kanji characters, though. Should she only... Oh, wait, what? Well, they'll probably read a lot of books and watch TV in Shigure's room anyway. And this is just Japanese television, good god. It's not that bad. It is weird, though. It's weird by their standards, even. On second thought, you 2 sleep in my bed. It still gets cold at night in April, after all. It's April, and it was already twilight outside. I would. I'm gonna sleep on the sofa in the living room. The sofa can fit 1 person, and there's air conditioning in there if I need it. What? Listen to me. I will Strange thing for him to say, but I understand. Eep on the sofa, and you 2 will sleep in my room. Those are your master's orders. Understood? Oh, so cute. I love the way Sayori draws pouting faces.
ご主人。
I said it like that deliberately. The two of them looked like they wanted to say something, but hesitated. They lowered their heads apologetically.
ごめんなさい。ご主人様。ごめんなさい。ご主人。
They stammered and looked like they were on the verge of crying. Their obedience had the exact opposite of the effect I expected, to fill me with guilt. I felt a prickling sensation in my chest. Okay, fine. You two can sleep on the couch. I'll sleep in the nice warm bed. If you insist. Pain left me as I sighed and rubbed the two of them on the head. Come on, get going.
はい。
Good night. If anything happens, tell me right away.
はい。おやすみなさい。ご主人様。おやすみ、ご主人。
Why does she abbreviate everything? I gently rubbed the heads of the dispirited cats once more. See you in the morning. With that said, I turned the lights off in the room.
ご主人様。
And they stayed as brightly lit as ever. Master. Master! The servant waits while the master baits. Or servant waits until the master baits.
本当にごめんなさい。迷惑をかけてしまって。
In that darkened room, her voice faintly echoed. The pain in my heart from before became even sharper. I swallowed that pain and replied cheerfully. It's all right if it's just for one day. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Oh, hi, Danny.
ご主人様。
Now then, go to sleep. And it was sunrise and sunset on the first day. I really shouldn't act with emotion, huh? Yes, I should act like this. If I gave in to emotion, the result just anger leads to hate. Hate leads to the dark side. No, wait. Hate leads to suffering? No. Anger leads to suffering. Suffering leads to hate. Whatever. That's why if I use kind and hopeful words, the only thing to come out of my mouth would be lies. It's pretty uncool of me to be so namby-pamby like this. I don't even know what that means. I have a general idea, but I'm not entirely sure what the phrase namby-pamby means. While I piled the insults on myself. Didn't that end with a comma? Oh, yeah. I closed my eyes and waited for death to take me. Please don't be the end of the demo. I'm actually having fun with this. It's awkward and uncontrollable, but chocolate was only a blanket. There's a big difference between the underquilt and the bed covering. What?
その件に関しては、ショコラとバニラの意思を尊重したいと思います。
Oh, on the phone.
その件に関しては、ショコラとバニラの意思を尊重したいと思います。
So that's what she looks like. I'm just curious.
ショコラとバニラがちゃんと納得したら迎えに行きますので。
I was finally able to get in touch with her. Without any margin of negotiation space, I was struck down. But Shigure, even if you say that, I don't think chocolate and vanilla will...
ところで兄様、この妹目に今朝の愛のささやきを。
Damn you for having such amazing artwork and music. This story is making me sick, but I want to know what happens. This morning, sweet nothings to your little sister. Don't make this into a daily ritual. What? What? In any
あ、
case,
すみません。お父様から呼ばれましたので失礼いたします。
Father's calling me. I need to go have sex with him, so bye. This is what this family is like.
愛してますわ兄様。ではまた。
Ah, wait, she... Seriously? So electronic buzz of the dropped call echoed. Stared at my cell phone. And here I thought this would have come off. What was the reference behind that? What was the history behind that? Sweet nothings into your little sister's ear. I can't even say that. I can't say that sentence. I can't say that sentence unless I'm making a joke to
朝ごはん
someone.
美味しいですね。
I can't just say the sentence to myself. Fuck.
ご主人様のご飯はいつでも美味しいですにゃ。
朝ごはん。
ショコラ、ほっぺにケチャップついてる。芸術的に可愛い。舐めてあげちゃう。ペロペロ。
Incidentally, they contain tomatoes, cheese, and lettuce. Why does that matter? And with an over-easy fried egg inside, it was a simple sandwich. That was breakfast, pretty much. Yeah, I don't really eat breakfast. I probably should. You two are definitely going home today, okay?
ご主人様はショコラたちといるの楽しくないですか？
I mean, I should probably eat breakfast, like, right now. Or I guess when the demo ends. 8:30 now in the morning.
ショコラは楽しいですよ。もうそれは今世紀最大級に。
Conceited little shit.
昨晩はご主人だって結構お楽しみだったく
The
せに。
fuck are you talking about? Stop it with the deliberately misleading words. Seriously. Effectively the same as those of humans. Okay, that answered that one question I had. They liked and disliked depend on the individual cat, of course. In the end, I wasn't able to get everything in order yesterday. Also, today I really do have to start getting things ready for the bakery's opening. That's why I don't have time to relax and play with you two. Be good girls and go home.
ここにショコラがいたらご主人様は迷惑ですか？
Yes, it'll cause hijinks and sexual tension. She put the sandwich down on the plate. And just like, wait a second. There's not a single human character except for your sister. This wouldn't have to be a romance story. I know I'm complaining about this even though the comics that this is based on... Whoa. I can change the screen resolution. Just by dragging the window. Nope. There we go. Okay. Anyway, even though, like, I read the original comics, but it didn't have, like, this type of undertone to it. I mean, yeah, it had them being, like, cat slaves or whatever, but still, this is becoming really creepy. Who did they get to do the voices for this, I wonder? Because these aren't the voices I originally imaged for them. Except, well, hers is. Hers is the voice that I originally imaged, but as for Chocolate, I had a different voice in mind. But I like this one better, so... Yeah, it's a problem.
そうですか。そうですよね。やっぱりショコラ。
I could only look on with concern. Still, I get lonely without. If I could have taken my cat with me to school, I totally would have. But you know, no cats allowed in no animals allowed in dorm. There are some cats that roam around the neighborhood here. I basically live next to Jesmond, so there's a lot of residential stuff here, and mostly is residential. And thanks to that, there are a lot of people who own cats. Although, which is weird because there's not a single pet shop around here, like at all. I mean, there's a adoption clinic. You have to take a train or two away, but still, where do people get their animals here, I wonder? Anyway.
それでも
Why do you have a V mouth? I just noticed that. Actually, I didn't just notice it, but I'm just now, like, disturbed by it.
それでも
Oh, I get
ショ
it.
コラはご主人様のところにいたいです。
It hurts, itai? Anyway, that's supposed to be the, like, little part that cats have instead of a filtrium that goes up to the nostrils. Right. speaking clearly under her own volition, as opposed to every other
ショ
time.
コラがいるなら私もここにいる。
I understand, Vanilla. You don't give a shit about me. I get it. Thank you.
私もここにいたいと思う。
Although you do find a human handsome for some reason, which is scary. What happens if you breed with one of these? Can these things get pregnant from a human? Ever being this disobedient? In the back of my mind. Well, I don't remember it either, especially since we've never met these characters before in this context. Obviously by that, then I wouldn't have said this. That. Understood? Wait, what? That what?
ご注文ありがとうございます。ロイヤルウッドです。ご注文いただきましたティーセットの配達にお伺いしました。
Oh, brilliant. Okay.
ではこちらお店の中に運んじゃいますね。こちらの段ボールで全部ですね。では間違いなければ受領書にサインをいただいてもよろしいでしょうか。
Right, I always am uncomfortable with delivery people. Okay, let's see. Have all the boxes. Somehow this doesn't look like what I ordered. So I guess he didn't.
本当ですか？それは品物が違うということでしょうか？
No, the stuff I ordered is here, but there was a mountain of boxes inside the bakery. A mountain. The other cats. The inside of the bakery was completely made of boxes. As you can see, we don't need this much tableware inside the bakery.
すみません。すぐに本社に確認しますので、
Not a
少々
problem,
お
I
待ちいた
suppose.
だいてもよろしいでしょうか。大変申し訳ございません。
You know what I'd like to play? Pastry Shop in the City of Water. That'd be a good one. Of course, it's not in English, so it would be kind of a pain to do a Let's Play of that. But even still, Pastry Shop in the City of Water is fantastic. It has one of the best soundtracks I've ever heard. Now, I put some of its music into the Skyrim Let's Play. Like, some of its music occasionally comes up when I'm fast-forwarding and stuff, but man, that game, that's what this kind of reminds me of, because it's a bakery.
こちらのミスで別の注文書と混じってしまっ
Also,
てい
the
たよう
artwork
で
in
す
Pastry Shop in the City of Water, my gosh, it's beautiful.
水無月様の方もすぐにご入りようと思いますので、もしよろしければご注文分の食器を受け取っていただければと思うのですが。
Nah, it's even a D there. I'm assuming it's Minazuki. Take receipt of this order. From all this. Towering mountain of cardboard boxes. The words stuck in my throat. All of them were of equal size, of course. I couldn't know what was inside each of them without opening them up. On top of that, looking at the sales invoice, I could see they were containing expensive tea sets and tableware. Even if I took it all, it was a tall order to deal with all the new stuff. There's still stuff that needs doing in advance of opening, so I don't mind taking the stuff. But it's going to take a while to deal with all
も
of
ちろん
this.
私もお手伝いさせていただきますので、私も次の配達に行かないといけないですし。
Look, you don't need to give me all this pressure. Here it is.
じー。
Looks like I have a lifeline!
にゃですか？猫ちゃんたち本当に助かりました。
They are slaves.
ありがとうございます。本当にありがとうございます。
Yeah, I remember when I make my cat do heavy lifting.
では私はこれで失礼させていただきますね。
Angel's biceps, amazingly huge. Can a cat get buffed out like a house cat? I need to look this up. Hold on a second. Buffed out house cat. No. Buffed out cat. Jeez, dear God. There's that muscular dog. That one's kind of cool. Muscular. There's that cat inside of the bag that has the shirtless muscular guy on it, and the cat is just his head sticking out of the bag. That's that one, but I guess that's kind of a muscular cat, although it looks photoshopped. Ah, whatever. Nope, I guess it's not something that's a thing. Thanks, Chocolate. Don't mind if I do. Thanks. This was all thanks to Chocolate and Vanilla for helping me.
ご主人様に褒めてもらっちゃったよ、バニラ。柱の陰から見守ってた甲斐があったね。よしよし。
Do cats care about being praised? I don't know.
ショコラ、ご主人様の役に立てましたね。やっぱりご主人様一人じゃお仕事大変だと思うんです。ね。
Yep, I'm completely helpless on my own. Worthless.
猫の手でも存分に役に立つ。
That sentence is the stupidest thing I've read all day.
私たちがいなかったらまだ仕分け続行中だと思う。
You two are getting a bit too close to me. It is true that without Chocolate and Vanilla around, this would have been a real problem. But that has nothing to do with before. You two have to go back home. Besides, it's not like I was going to ask you two to come work for me, okay?
そうですか。やっぱりダメですか。
Ouch. Ouch. Gosh dang it.
お掃除でもしてきます。せっかくですし。
Still dejected, she trudged to the second floor. Chocolate isn't a fool. I knew she was going out of her way to help me with that energy of hers, so it wasn't something I could easily change my mind about.
ご主人、私たちがいたらそんなに迷惑？
You are.
悪い子。
Chocolate's not. You are. You two aren't bad girls, and that's why I don't want you two to be here. Because I will corrupt you.
悪い子じゃないのにダメなの？
No, you see, Master is a bad person. That's just it. It's not you, it's me. It's because you two are good girls that I can't allow it. Well, except for you. You're not a good girl.
人って難しい。猫にはそういうの
Kaji do not
わからない。
understand. Why are people so preoccupied with beards? Kaji do not understand. Khajiit is like pus. People do not like it, but it is here to weed out illness and sickness.
好きならそばにいたい。少なくとも私はそう思うけど。
Unless you're a serval, in which case you only want to be with them until you reach adulthood, then you want to go off and do your own shit. Vanilla.
ショコラのところ行ってくる。
With those words, she went upstairs. Small footsteps sounded far away. Before long, I couldn't hear them anymore. People are hard to understand, huh? I repeated those words she just said to me. Now that I think about it, it is inconsistent thinking, isn't it? Cats do not understand that. Having heard that said aloud, I began to understand what it really meant. Neko can enjoy many things by living a simple life, huh? Yeah, cats can enjoy. I don't know about the, like, hybrid chimera things, but real cats do enjoy a simple life. As long as they can sleep and eat, and occasionally play. With a bitter smile, I began to clean up the tea sets that arrived earlier. How many days is it going to go through? See, they are causing problems. And see, Vanilla's not a good girl. She's a fucking liar.
あれ、今日はあのたこ焼き屋がいない。
Yep, I had her arrested. Also, it just so happened that no one was home on that day. I decided to take the Neko home. I had also left behind the house key. That's why I made use of the time to do some shopping before Shigure got home.
あ、ごめんバニラ。なんだっけ、また旅だっけ。
Catnip, cat smack.
だいたいそんな感じ。
This isn't a right word at all. Chocolate, if you're tired, why don't we rest? That was a bit forceful. Chocolate, if you're tired, why don't we rest for a bit?
あ、はい、少しだけ。でも大丈夫ですから。心配かけてごめんなさい、ご主人様。
If you were an actual cat, I could just carry you. There's no need for you to apologize. Well, there happens to be a bench over there. Why don't we rest a bit?
じゃあ
Again, they
私
ended it in a bit.
何か飲み物買ってくる。
Ah, thanks. Something for everyone, okay?
了解。任された。
Shepard, are you ready to become a woman? No! Hey, pre-rendered scenes. There you go. Well, rendered. Pre-drawn scenes. There we go. It finally is a real visual novel. I love this type of writing. It's not detail heavy, but it has enough detail that you really do get a feel for what's going on with music. That's why games really are the best medium, because there's no time limit on them. They can be as long as they want to be, unlike a movie or a television show, and they have music and visuals that the creator wants you to see, as opposed to a book, which can go as long as it wants to, but it is up to the person's imagination, which is still fine, but games are just better.
ショコラ、帰ります。
I responded gently by rubbing Chocolate's
何
head.
はご主人様に電話してもいいですか。
You know how to use a phone? Uh-huh.
またご主人様のところに遊びに来てもいいですか。
Uh-huh.
ご主人様はショコラたちのことはちゃんと毎日思い出してくれますか。
I think about my cat every day.
ショコラは離れててもご主人様って呼んでてもいいですか。
Out of sight, out of mind. Irresponsible words? Uh-huh. Of course I will. But you can't call me master.
ご主人様、ごめんなさい。主人様。
Ooh, ah. I was irritated at myself for saying nothing. I was empty. Crawling in my skin. Could only offer her condolences. I could not be put into words. As much as I could, I gently rubbed Chocolate's head.
やっぱりご主人様は優しいですね。
I have not had any inkling of that yet. I don't think I'm being kind.
ご主人様、前も同じこと言ってましたから。
When did he say that? Before.
覚えてますか。ショコラとバニラを
Came into their
ご
house?
主人様としぐれちゃんが
Ah.
連れて帰ってくれた時のこと。
Too bad the player doesn't remember that. Or else that actually means something. Perhaps they should have done a story about when they first got these characters, eh? Of course I remember that. Like I totally remember my anniversary. It was a cold day half a year ago. Half a year ago? This young couldn't even speak yet. Half a year ago? Half a year ago. Half a year ago. And these things are not considered children anymore? they the first two cat chimera things that this family picked up? In the beginning, you two didn't really get used to things at home.
あの時は知らないお家で知らない人と猫ばっかりで。
Oh no, they weren't the first. You two didn't eat at all, which worried Shigure.
はい、とっても心配かけちゃいました。ショコラとバニラが熱を出した時のことも覚えてますか？
A cat fever or a human fever? Can they get human illnesses? Can they get feline illnesses? I do remember that. Their hair grows fast, if that was only half a year ago. As always, they didn't really touch their food. The combination of malnourishment and the cold weather had really weakened their bodies. When Chocolate and Vanilla had a high fever, they were really in pain.
あの時は夜中で誰にも気づいてもらえなくて、とにかく苦しくて、辛くて、寂しくて、声も出せなくて、手も足も全然動かなくて、助けて、誰か助けてって思いながら、ただただ泣いてたんです。そしたら、
It's alright. I'm with you too, so don't worry.
ご主人様が大きくてあったかい手で撫でてくれたんですよね。ずっとそばで大丈夫、大丈夫って言い続けてくれて、
It'll be okay.
ショコラとバニラのこと、朝になって病院に行くまで不安で心細かったのが全部嘘だったみたいに、あの時も同じこと言ってました。俺は別に優しくなんかないって。でもショコラたちはご主人様が助けてくれなかったら、あの時ご主人様がそばにいてくれなかったご主人様のおかげでしぐれちゃんともみんなとも仲良くなれました。だからあの時からショコラのご主人様はご主人様になったんです。
Okay.
ショコラはそれからずっと優しいご主人様のことが大好きなんですよ。
So that's why the other cats don't care as much.
だからショコラはご主人様がいなくなっちゃうって聞いて、いても立ってもいられなくて、どうしても一緒に行きたくて。
I mean, it probably embarrassed her, but you could have just explained that at the beginning.
しぐれちゃんにお願いをしたんです。
Chocolate.
お金のこととか難しいことはやっぱり猫にはわからないです。でもやっぱりショコラはご主人様のそばにいたいんです。ご主人様が辛くて大変そうなのなんとなくわかります。本当になんとなくですけど、お掃除でもお洗濯でもお料理でもショコラがお手伝いできることは何でもしますから。今すぐにはできなくても絶対にちゃんとできるようになりますから。だからもう一度だけショコラはご主人様と一緒にいたいんです。
Using her will to keep her tears from overflowing, Chocolate said those words clearly once again. Chocolate, if you come be with me. My inner thoughts were ready to overflow and engulf me. For me to so honestly yearn for that, for me to so innocently believe that there's no way I would be able, or that there's no way I'd be against it. That day, Chocolate and Vanilla became an important part of my family. I thought I recognized the music for a second. If they were with me, the days would be bright and enjoyable. But I was so selfish to leave home like that. I didn't want to get my important family wrapped in my selfishness, and have them experience any unnecessary hardship. You two are important to me, after all.
私たちは猫だから自分に素直なだけ。
We are Borg.
私なら楽しいことならショコラと一緒がいい。 とえ辛いことでもショコラと一緒にいたいと思う。だって一緒にいれないことの方が寂しくて辛いから。
Vanilla.
本当に好きなら迷惑かけたって一緒にいたい。それでも一緒にいたいものだと思う。私たちが幸せかどうかなんていくらご主人でも決めつけるのは違うと思うよ。
Your cats. But by the way, what are the laws surrounding these things? Like, can they own property? Clearly they can work, I suppose. Do they have laws against overworking them? Like, cat labor laws?
それに大事な人が大変ならなおさらそばにいたい。
Do they get treated by veterinarians or regular doctors? Is their anatomy the same as ours? Clearly not, but I mean, for the most part.
何ができるかはわからないけど、でも辛い時にそばで励ますことくらいできるよ。
Warm and soft smile. They're uncharacteristic words. The uncharacteristic words from Vanilla. Really penetrating my heart. Stop with the cutting of the
だから
sentences.
きっとしぐれも私たちがご主人のところについていくのを許してくれた。しぐれはご主人と一緒に行くことはできないから代わりにお願いって。だからご主人が本当にショコラのことを思うなら一緒にいるべきだと思う。
There's not even the faintest bit of hesitation. Those honest words went straight through me. Who am I to dictate Chocolate and Vanilla's happiness? They're cats! That was the only thought that in my otherwise empty mind. Those words continue to resonate in my head.
たとえ何不自由のない暮らしでもご主人様がいないのは嫌なんです。いくら大変でもショコラはご主人様と一緒にいたいんです。
Did they imprint on me or something?
だからお願いします。ご主人様のそばにいさせてください。ここがショコラがいたい場所なんです。
And Chocolate decides for Vanilla. It was nothing but pure, genuine words. People really are at a loss for words when it comes to cats, huh? Any reason to say no to those words was nowhere to be found.
ご主人様、それって。
It won't be like back home. You can't just live here any way you like, got it?
大丈夫です。ご主人様がいるだけでショコラは幸せですから。やれやれ、ついにご主人陥落。いやよいやよも好きのうちだね。
Teary moment seemed to be blown away by her brimming smile. Perhaps I just didn't believe in my family enough, huh? Thinking from her perspective, it was a simple concept. Thinking from their perspective, it was a simple concept. It was still an immature thought to me, though. When it came to honesty, perhaps cats were more human than humans were. What the fuck does that mean? From here on, we need to do... From here on, we need to do our best. Together. Why do they always say do our best? Like, that's a very Japanese thing to say. That means nothing to me. What? How is she familiar with this? That's all you two have been eating at home, isn't it? I lovingly rub their heads. Alright, why don't we head back to the shopping district, eh?
なんでですか？お買い物はもう終わったんですよね。
No, I'm gonna sell you into slavery. We have to go buy that shampoo you two like, don't we?
おー、ご主人かっこいい。ついでに松阪牛も買おう。
Well, today's a celebration, so why not?
やったー！お祝いパーティーですね。 ご主人太っ腹。さすがは私たちのご主人。
Just this once, okay. There's the intro title. I assume this is the end of the demo. An hour and 20 minutes in. It's 9 o'clock now. Vanilla. I'm not gonna read these. I can read kana. I can't read kanji. Fuck that. They're like, what, 4,000 something characters? I'm not, no. I can read kana. That's easy. It's like, essentially, if you can read both manuscript and cursive in English, it's not very difficult to learn a double written language from another language. Okay, so there is porn in this. Eventually. I guess it'll be censored, but still. Softcore porn. I wonder if there'll be a PC version that's not on Steam. I wonder if the Japanese version's not like this. Because this is the English version, after all. So I wonder if the Japanese version is inappropriate. Oh, that one has heterochromia. I didn't even notice that. I love heterochromia. Especially with cats. I love that. Blue-green heterochromia is my favorite. But green or blue-yellow for cats is also cool. Because I like yellow eyes. That's cool. Shame humans don't have yellow eyes. Because cats do, and it looks neat. Anyway.
NekoPara ボリューム1。
Alright, and there's no extra.
ソレイユ開店しました。
So, yeah, that was that. Now I'm gonna go take a shower and wash my eyes. And, probably get back to playing something manly. Nah, I love this type of stuff. I mean, I don't like the creepy sexualization of cats. That's fucking weird. It's like, what was that, Hot Tofu Boyfriend? The one where you date pigeons? Or just various types of birds? Because I watched Peanut Butter Gamer's review of it back when he did that. Oh my gosh, that was beautiful. And then, of course, when Vinny on Vinesauce did the Paka Plus. Oh gosh, that's funny. That's enjoyable because at least it knows it's stupid. This one is taking itself. It knows it's stupid still, but it's not like it's not the same. This is meant to be sexy. Those aren't. Now, the thing, anime characters are like scientifically designed to be appeasing, to be aesthetically appeasing. And I can understand that at least, but I don't understand the concept of making them into animals. Either way, it's still a cute art style. Sayori's fantastic. Sekai Project is fantastic. They did a good job with School Days. And it's nice to see that they're an actual working group now as opposed to just a group of fans. And yeah, I guess that's all I have to say about it. So, later.